Hello everyone, welcome back to another session of AWS Mastery course. And in this particular session, we are going to learn and understand about the different components of VPC. Means we are going to learn about like what is subnet, what are route tables, and other things related to VPC as well. So now let's start this session. So when we are going to, I can say, deal with, or I can say we are going to integrate or implement VPC, we need to consider these things, because without these things we cannot make VPC. Okay, so the first one which we are having is subnet. Okay, so subnet is basically a logical segment within a VPC to group resources. Okay, but in general definition, if I talk about subnet, subnet is basically used to I can say, let's suppose you are having one IP address and you want to distribute this IP address or allocate this IP address to multiple groups or to multiple user. So we can use subnetting, and by this we can slice it down and for different users. Okay, and next we are having route table. So route table is basically defined as like how traffic is routed within the VPC, like how traffic is going on, like how traffic is actually going from one place or from one resource to another resource. Okay, and it can actually control the traffic from subnet and between subnets and external network like the internet. And next we are having internet gateways, or we can say IGW, and it actually helps us to connect our VPC to the internet, because VPC is a virtual private cloud and it's a kind of isolated place, so we need to connect with the internet. Okay, so with the help of internet gateways we can connect our subnet to the internet. Okay, it actually required when we want to connect our instance, I can say, so when we are having the instances in a public subnet and we want to access from the internet, or we want to access from some different I can say resources, so we can actually use internet gateways. Now the next thing we are having is net gateways. So net gateways basically enables instances, what I can say, like let's suppose we are having instance and we want to connect that internet from the public, or I can say we want to connect the internet with this particular subnet without being exposed. Okay, so the thing is, let's suppose we are having one, let's suppose we are having VPC. Okay, and in the VPC we are having one instance and I want to connect this instance to the internet. Okay, and the thing is, I want to ensure the security, but I want to connect with the internet. Okay, so without getting I can say exposed, we can connect it to the internet with the help of net gateways. Okay, so these are the few components which we need to understand, and these things are important because these things are very much helpful when we are creating subnet. And here I just gave you the overview of these important components, but in the upcoming sessions we are going to study these things in a very detailed manner, and we are going to study practically like how we can implement these things when we are creating VPC. So I hope you guys have understood about the components of VPC in a proper manner, and in the upcoming session we are going to learn these things in a very detailed manner as well, and we are going to do the practical I can say for these components, like how we are going to create these things. Okay, and we are going to implement these things in VPC. So that's it for now. Let's meet in the next session. Till then, just take care of yourself. Thank you so much.